Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I do readings for Pisces. So this is your second reading of the day. We are on Spiritual Guidance Day. And yesterday's energies were all over the place. It was a lot of welled up energy coming to the surface. So we talked about that a little bit this morning. And we're talking about today on how these conflicts that present themselves to you through your lifetime are not an accident. They're a clear indicator that something needs to be tweaked and the focus needs to be redirected. And so the second card of the day is there are no wrong turns. And you see these brilliant little signs of, and the pair of eyes and a stop sign, almost like recognizing that there's something to be seen. So it says here, what if you couldn't make a wrong decision, wrong move, or wrong turn? How much pressure would that eliminate from your life? Because we're feeling a lot of pressure and stuff that happens. All roads lead to the exact same place of perfect perfection, just arriving via different routes. You've come here with your cosmic assignment that keeps knocking over and over again, so don't worry, you won't miss it. We always want to be certain of our path, but life doesn't work like that. Sometimes you're almost there, and sometimes it feels like a long road ahead. It's only by embracing the ambiguity that you can create the sureness you seek. Okay? So, yeah. I mean, it's not... I think the energy of it is harder than acknowledging the fact that you need to look at something. We may sometimes feel like we're having a hard time dealing with situations just simply because they're presenting a challenge and making our energy a little topsy-turvy and all over the place. I took from the Power to Surrender cards. I took from the Sacred Destiny and the Magic of Unicorns this morning. I'm going to do the same this afternoon. This morning's reading had the Five of Swords, and we looked at the energy for that. So if you would like to see that reading, go ahead and look for it on my YouTube page, my landing page, my channel page. You should see it right before this reading. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Nature is also a great place to take a pause. The falling snow, if you have any, or just the simple beauty of the outside, the calm. The pause I was talking about this morning, when you're pushing and pulling, sometimes that pause is just enough to bring in the enlightenment that you need. And it's a great thing when you're feeling like you're butting heads somewhere. It's a great time to take a break before you your energy starts to ricochet in the room and just keeps picking up speed. They're showing me a bullet in a room that's just ricocheting from wall to wall to wall, and just yeah, causing more damage than it should to begin with. Okay? So, absolutely. This is worse than the mind in a way, because in the mind you're just doing it, well, I shouldn't say that, because in the mind you do it to yourself, but this is like something that's been brought on, and it's something that you're reacting to, and it's kind of involving your whole physical body. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's destructive in a way. Yeah. So just make sure to keep an eye out on this. Okay? Right. And remember, forgiveness. Forgiveness comes in. I like that because it's like surrendering. If you see surrendering, and the moon, almost like he's reaching out to the moon. The moon this week has been coming out as the illusion of things that are going completely wrong. Forgiveness is not only for the other people. It's not saying, I forgive you for acting badly. Forgiveness is forgiving ourselves for acting badly, and it's also forgiveness to let ourselves release the resentment that we feel and all the stuff that accumulates. So it's important that you do that when you take a break, to just kind of allow yourself to forgive the moment. I feel it's more the moment. It's a great act of liberation to forgive. That's the thing that we forget. Forgive yourself from, going off the deep end, because sometimes that happens too, right? Forgive yourself to let your body just, take in the bad stuff. Like if you're dealing with people who are coming in, it could be like holding on to the past, bad feelings from the past, the way people are acting, the current experiences, how they make you feel, the relationships that are like butting heads. They're saying don't carry this with you. Don't carry it at all, okay? Because then it stops you from seeing what's in the present, what is right at the moment, okay? And it doesn't need to equal, the past doesn't need to equal the future, okay? Just because this pattern emerged, or this recurring challenge, because this could be something that you felt, it doesn't mean that it needs to recur all the time. Okay, this is why they're coming in to try to help you in a situation, because they're trying to give you a different way of looking at it and dealing with it. It's releasing and simply and cleanly letting go of the hold that this has on you. I love that. Okay, it's okay to let it go and immerse yourself in the here and now. Stop pushing and pulling like that Chinese finger puzzle I was talking about this morning in the first reading. Be aware of your right now. Be aware of what you're looking at the sounds, the smells, the energy that you're in right now. Okay? So it's almost like they're telling you to stop and be right now. Stop and be right now, and you're going to see just the moment. I feel that just the moment that you take to do this is going to be greatly beneficial to you. Okay? Oh, God. Look at this. I often say, I just Spirit comes in and they use these beautiful tools. These are all cards. They're from different people. And a lot of times they say, oh, the odds are this to one with a card of tarot. And so it's not that, special. But in this case, Pisces, this says forgiveness. And this is uncord relationships. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Okay, I can't. So definitely, these conflicts that you're having, forgive yourself, forgive the people. And like I said, it's just, forgive the situation, okay? For the situation, how it is and what you're feeling. I try to get myself out of situations now. I'll give you a little bit of a trick. Like sometimes there's, energies that are clashing. People come in and they have very fast energy and they're very like bull in a china shop is what I call energy wise. They come in and this is how I feel. It makes me feel all weird. And now knowing how energy reacts to me, I tell them, your energy right now is not making me feel very good. I feel awful. I can't help you in this way because it's not going to bring anything good in the present situation. And whatever they believe, they can understand that. And one of two things happen is that we separate for a while and we come back when we've had time to think about it, which is good. This is the peaceful, the pause moment. Or the person who I'm reacting to realizes that they're maybe spinning out of control and that it's causing a friction and they cool off. Either way, it really helps because then you don't need to stay there, okay? There's some that are more stubborn and I would suggest that they won't see it or they don't care or they'll just go, yeah, I'm not causing anything, you're causing it to yourself. This has happened too. It may be time to just take a breather, take a walk. These people usually come around, especially if they're people that you love. If it's people you only see once a year, don't worry about it too much. Take a break. go outside. Maybe there's something out there. There are no wrong turns. Maybe there's something out there you need to see that's going to bring in enlightenment that you would have missed otherwise if that pain in the butt energy hadn't been there, okay? We'll just leave it at that. Okay, so what's important is not to stay stagnant. You have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is stagnancy and indecision. What you need to do is to pick a destination, either out or pause or something, but you can't stay in the same old, same old. This is status quo, feeling stagnant, okay? And you don't want to be in that. You don't want to stay in this feeling of disconnect. So they're saying it's very important for you to just move out of that situation as much as you can, or as fast as you can, okay? Two of Coins. Yeah, time to juggle and shake things up. Okay, this Two of Coins. You see all the movement there? Yeah, you wanna bump up the energy to something better. Okay? And this is what it tells you when you're in a situation where you're not feeling great. There's something telling you need to bump up the situation, you need to move it around, you need to shake it, you need to move that beautiful energy through your body. See that? Just move that energy. You need to bump it out and bring something better in. Okay? So, right. Yesterday we were talking about, yesterday we were talking about the Page of Cups. They're bringing it in. Page of Cups. You can't you can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't refill people from the same cup of destruction and negative feeling. So if you're cleaning out that cup of negative feelings, you need to fill it back up with some great energy, and this is your chance to do that, okay? You know, it's not impossible to get in a better feeling mood. It's very difficult, but it's not impossible, okay? I'm just telling you, it's not impossible. The Shaw of Swords, right. You have to do a lot with the mind. You have to be a cool operator, I think. In this way, this is where the mind serves you well. Okay, look at how chill he is, and look at the flow. Look at the flow of the clouds. It's like just letting things just... everything's just going to... To me, that's breathing. To me, that's taking a deep breath. Okay? That's what I feel. I feel like taking a deep breath. They're telling me, take a deep breath, Jane. And breathe out. Just that simple act, just doing that does so much. Especially if you're not talking, which I am right now. So it's taking away from it. But I need to. This is a reading. But you understand what I mean? Just take a break. Let the mind recapture the common sense. This is common sense. Let the flow be, let the flow come back in. Let yourself return to calm, and right, yeah. I love this uncord thing. It's just saying, I mean, it's just kind of going, yep, there it is. There is that thing. There's what you're looking for. Yeah. I wonder what that is. Okay, let's see here, what turnaround. Yeah, the Sun of Swords wants to show up again, but it didn't flip out of the deck, but I will show you the cards. The Six of Swords of Victory, the Five of Coins. Yeah. Too quickly engaging in a situation like that, it's gonna stop you from moving on, because this is in reverse, and it's gonna make you feel all by yourself. It's because these negative energies, they shut you down. They just they block you from being in tune with yourself. Okay, they take up a lot of energy, so just be aware of that when you start going down that path. Sometimes it's hard because it just kind of takes off, and the cards just like went. They just fell to the ground. Let's see here. So, all right. So they definitely came out of the deck. You have the Son of Staffs, which came out this morning. We had the Son of Swords and the Son of Staff both come out, which is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. These battles that these go to, okay? But I like that it's got that candle lit in the middle. So it's bringing in the Ace. This morning we had the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands come in, and I feel that this came through with all these cards anyway. You have that light, okay, that light shining in the darkness. This is going to get you to completion. Instead of battling each other, take that moment to recapture the flow of yourself, okay, reignite the light of hope, the light of problem solving, rather than just pushing and pulling with yourself, so that you can get to the culminative moment of figuring out how to get past this, okay? And to just feel whole again, to learn from the lesson, from the current phase, and to move on, okay? To start something new, to get out of this, to go into something better. So they're really saying all pretty much the same thing they did this morning, but they're just reiterating again that when this situation, these situations come in to kind of get you off kilter, Pisces, to just take a moment to breathe in, go to nature, recapture your energy, forgive yourself, forgive others for this momentary, like, woof, we just went off the rails, and let it come back in. Okay, so I'm just looking because I'm looking to see, because it's not what I was expecting for this week. But at the top, when we did this week, it's written between two worlds. And it's written speed can cause default to previous settings. And this is what I'm feeling, right? Don't forget the magic that you've created. This is what I wrote at the top. I mean, it's right here. I like writing. Ugh. I'm creating a mess. It's really aggravating me. So this is letting me know, Pisces, that this is just trying to help you move past all of this, okay? It's like you were thrown into a situation that you weren't used to anymore, and old ways of reacting and doing and defending yourself, because you're such on a high and you don't, it's like this. You feel really good, and then somebody comes in and kind of takes you by surprise. And it's like somebody trying to destroy your good feeling moment, right? And you react badly instead of reacting just to move away. You're disappointed and annoyed by the fact that you're going, why aren't these people, can't these people that, you know, love and happiness is the way? And you get angry, and then things just, you know, spin out of control, and woof, you're back to a moment where you were not expecting. It's almost like you're out of practice of dealing with people. And the way you used to deal with them was to maybe ignore them, maybe to just walk away, maybe to be silently miffed. But because you have opened your heart and opened yourself to these situations, you're reacting in a very big way, because you're ready to defend your right to be happy, you're ready to defend yourself. But in doing so, it's almost like a lack of knowing how to handle it anymore. So don't be too harsh on yourself. It's okay. You'll learn as you go. And let's face it, some of these people may be disappearing from your life as time goes on. You're not just going to not want to be around that energy anymore. And some of these people, they may be joining you on your journey as well of enlightenment and learning how to develop their own energies. But for whatever happens here, just be kind to yourself, because these things are going to come in to show you. I always think that when I've got it all figured out with Spirit, they throw me a curveball and remind me that this journey is a learning experience, and we're always overcoming things. And we're never going to get it all the time 100%. We're not going to have perfection. We're never going to be perfect. The whole point is to learn and to get wise and put things into practice and see how things feel. So don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be too hard. Try to take a moment. This is them coming in to go, hey, take a moment. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. All right, so tomorrow we're going to come back in. We're going to see how we can create that focus for you. There's a beautiful 3-6-9 triangle in the reading. I'm so excited, and we'll see how things go. So in the morning, in the comment section below, I want you to write, I'm forgiving myself. I'm ready to forgive myself. Okay? So I really think it's you just forgiving yourself for feeling like you've gotten off track. Okay? So love, light, blessings. See you later. Take care.